Well guys, this is not the day to be photographing the hairy loch.
Look at that. That's all it needs is a wind, isn't it?
There are no reflections out there today, and there is most definitely horizontal rain. You can see it coming across the road, coming across the mountains ahead of us in sheets of this. Yeah, literally it's horizontal rain today, which was better than last night when we were driving to our park up. At one point we had rain coming up from the ground.
Yeah.
Who knew that could happen? Only in Scotland, eh?
Instructors are not here to break you. Their goal is to build you up, mentor you, help you find your inner strength, and teach you to succeed in both the military and everyday life.
Well, good morning. The storms continue. We've got red warnings for wind and rain across the Highlands and the Western Isles. So we are still hunkered down. We're not able to get any images, which is really frustrating. We've been stuck in the van for quite a few days now. However, last night we had a lovely treat and we were invited around to meet one of our subscribers, Liz, and we had a lovely drink and nibbles with her. It was fantastic to meet her and some of her family and friends. So that was a fabulous night we had last night, and yeah, it was great. Lovely to meet you.
Yeah, it's a really, really cool one. The best things you can get out of doing a YouTube video isn't the amount of subscribers, any monetary value to your videos or anything like that. It's meeting new people. It was absolutely brilliant to meet Liz and her family, and yeah, thank you for your kind hospitality. It was really appreciated. As Claire says, a bit disappointing that we can't get out and about as much as we would like. So we was half expecting this. The only thing that we do struggle with is filling our time, what to do when it's absolutely miserable like it is now. What else can you do? There's no shops here. There's nothing to entertain you. You can't use all the power up in your van, so you can't sit and just watch films all day or the TV and things like that. So it can get a little bit frustrating, especially for us, because of the want and need to take photos. But it will come around, I'm sure. We just got to be patient, guys. We just got to be patient.
So that's probably our biggest problem when we come away and then we can't get out of the van. It's finding things to do. There's only so many games of Ludo you can have. And I've read my books and I've depleted my phone battery several times. And yeah, so it's now, for us, we like to get out and about. I like to be wandering and seeing places and exploring, and we can't do that. It's just not very nice. B, it's quite dangerous. Those gusts are phenomenal, and like I say, the rain with it is just a bit yuck. So yeah, so we're biding our time. We don't want to leave the island. We really don't. We don't want to run away from the storm. Now, the east coast of Scotland has got some sunshine today, but the amount of petrol that would take up and time going to and fro, we want to be here. We specifically want to be on Skye, getting some images of Skye. But yeah, we're just going to have to wait and see, and see how long the weather holds out and whether we can hold out a little longer.
So we're actually parked up at the harbour again. So because of the storm, guys, we wanted somewhere where there's enough shelter, and because it's a southerly wind, so it's blowing from south to north in this harbour area, the little port area, we're sheltered from the wind as best as we can. There's a ridge in front of us, and it's giving us a little bit of shelter on the north side of the island here, northwest side of the island. But to be fair, the park up's pretty good as well, because of the ferry terminal just being outside the door here. It's got toilets in it, the toilets are clean, and the ferry to Rassay runs backwards and forwards. So yeah, there's a big shelter there, and toilets, and the parking is flat. So it's a real good park up here, and there's no signs to say you can't stay here overnight. So that's what we've done. But time to move on and go back towards Broadford before we then decide. Go back to Broadford for some provisions, and then we'll head off back into the wilderness of Skye. Well, there's definitely no stopping Claire today. So after a lovely cuppa with our friend Liz that lives on the Isle of Skye here, we've just come back down to the harbour, and Claire's got the waterproof jacket on the camera and gone straight out, and she's trying to take a moody picture of there's a little boat moored up here. Rather her than me, to be fair. She can have this one, guys. It's not that I'm soft or anything like that, it's just it's not particularly, the picture's not particularly my cup of tea, I don't think, but for Claire, you know, every picture's her cup of tea. So I'll let her go and get this one. So we had a lovely morning. As I say, we went round to one of our subscribers here, Liz, whose hospitality has been exceptional, and we truly thank you. And now what we're going to do is, our time on Skye with the storm that's going to be persistent here for quite a while is running out, unfortunately. So we're going to go back to the north of the island, then make our way all the way around as far as we can get around the coastal roads, and then yeah, then we'll be off of Skye at some point. But it's still plenty to see, and yeah, we will fill our days as best as we can in this weather.
It's so unnecessary dwelling about the past, 'cause I know that God is good, He led me to where I'm at. Sometimes I feel like giving up, you're giving in.
Once again, we find ourselves on familiar roads, trying our best to find a break in the weather as we head to another popular photography location and tourist hotspot.
Sometimes you might need a helping hand, just like I am. Sharp as iron, making me stronger, calling me higher. When we come together, just like I am. Sharp as iron, making us stronger, calling us higher. When we're helping each other, we're growing together.
Well, there's been a respite in the wind, sort of, and the rain. So we come down to another one of our favourite locations, which is the Gatton Bridge. But it's just not the right weather for photography today. But still an impressive sight. My turn, I'm getting my camera gear, just in case. So definitely not the bright lights we're used to, but still a fantastic place. It never fails to bore me, this. It's the Gatton Bridge, a beautiful part on the Isle of Skye. So a few pictures there, guys, a little bit different to what we're used to, but it's getting very dark now, although it might not be showing up on this camera. So I'm going to go down, I'm going to take one more picture, I think, although I'm losing a lot of light now, but maybe one more picture, black and white, and then we'll go back to the van, I think.
Just like I am, sharp inside, making me stronger, calling me higher. When we come together, just like I am, sharp inside, making us stronger, calling us higher. When we're helping each other, we're growing together. Just like I am, sharp inside, making us stronger, calling us higher. When we're helping each other, we're coming together.
I made it back to the van, but it's now time to go and try and find a park up somewhere before it gets too dark. So it's still blowing a hoolie out there, but for tonight's dinner, courtesy of our lovely Liz, we've got squat lobster in a garlic butter with garlic bread, and then maybe some cheese and onion croquet potatoes. So let's get started. Oh, if only you could smell this, guys.
Fishy!
Garlic.
And I personally have to say a huge thank you to Liz, because I love the taste of prawns and crab and things like that, so I'm assuming I'm going to really like the taste of these. She said they are very similar to crab and lobster and prawns, but they're sweeter. What I can't do is dissect my food. I really struggle with seafood. It requires declawing, de-shelling and all the rest of it, and she has kindly done that for us before giving them to us. So they are literally ready, as she said, to go in the pan with the garlic butter, and we'd never seen that before. I had never seen garlic butter come as like a normal pack of butter, but Lurpak do it, and apparently you can get it in Asda. Some of this. So, yeah, fabulous.
Just cooking up a bit of garlic bread to go with it, and then we've got some
Oh, they're good.
Well, can I have a go then? You're absolutely right. Sweeter than a prawn, texture of a prawn, with the garlic as well.
Oh.
Thank you. Liz recommended some crusty bread, but we didn't have that on board, and by the time we thought about getting some, it was in the middle of nowhere. So what we did have is garlic bread, so
Oh, I wish you had smell-o-vision.
or not. I wonder why they're not popular. Do you know, guys?
Do you know why these aren't popular? Well, I've never heard of them before. Squat lobster. And these are fresh within a few days, straight from Elgol.
Defeated. We have been beaten by Scotland. So yeah, defeated here in Scotland, and it's something that we really
have to consider here is because of the amount of money we spent to get up here. It's no good us sitting here for the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or whatever it is, just cooped up in the van. We want to explore. So yeah, we've made a decision that we've looked at the forecast, and it just seems to be the whole of the north and the west of Scotland that's getting the brunt of this weather front, and it's relentless. There's no let up. So we're making the decision to slowly make our way back into England. So we want to bring you content. We can't go out there in this. We're actually sitting at Neast Point at the moment, which is an absolutely fantastic landscape photography location for the lighthouse here. But we are just not going to beat what we've managed to get before. So I'll show you out through the window, or I might even attempt to open the door quickly, and you'll see Neast Point Hump, the hill of Neast Point in the distance. So it's just, we're both disappointed because of the cost implications of coming this far up north, and it's one of our most favourite places in the world. But yeah, we've been defeated, but not because we're defeatists.
And it's not just us. We wanted to bring you footage as well. We wanted to show you, as we always do, our favourite places and where you can get these beautiful photos from and how you get them. We just can't do them. And I, for one, I'm not the steadiest on my feet. And to get the best photo of Neast Point, you need to be up on that cliff top. I've had a few hairy moments in my life, and I don't fancy one of them being blown off the top of Neast Point cliff.
Yeah, it's very true, guys. The conditions, because they're, it's hurricane winds here. Yeah, it's just not worth the risk. And the picture just isn't there. The picture just isn't there. So you could probably be able to make it out in the distance over the through the windscreen. But yeah, time for the next part of the adventure as we slowly make our way back through Scotland.
Well, we've just left Neast Point, literally turned round, come 20 metres up the road?
Yeah, around the first bend.
Around the first bend, and we have a roadblock. It is feeding time at the zoo. Enjoy your dinner, ladies.
Yeah, so as much as this storm's not abating, there's some roads and bits of the island that we've not seen before, so we might as well go and check them out while it's, while the weather's bad, and we'll know then from a future time or a future occasion if we come back to Skye, well, when we come back to Skye for more photography. So it's a part of the island we've never explored before, so yeah, see how we get. We're not quite defeated yet. We're still making our way to these places that we've not seen before. Right down the bottom over there looks like an abandoned building, but we can't get to it, unfortunately. But what there is here is a really old church that's been devastated. But there's some more graves here as well. So Claire's just jumped out with her camera while it's not raining. Or, well, it is, but not heavy. We just managed to get out. But now we're right on the end of a peninsula called Waltonish. We're toing and throwing, guys. We don't quite know what to do, whether to stay on Skye, try and, there's a break in the weather like there is now, quickly jump out, take a picture. But yeah, it's difficult. It really is difficult. But we'll see. Let's have a look at. a lovely expression on there. Resting when no shadows shall fall. Yeah. Right. The rain's come back. So I think we're heading back into the van. Oh, God. The wind's so strong as well. Oh, decisions.
So it's a change of plan again. We're going to head south. We're going to go down south of the island. Just explore down there and then try and get the ferry back onto the mainland. And yeah, see if the weather on the mainland is a little kinder to us. Either way, we still love Skye. We really do love Skye. And if you've never been before, then I don't think it matters when you come, because you will still see everything.
So we came up here really to boost our portfolio for our photography. So yeah, we're not going to be able to do that. The weather's going to be flat and miserable, and there's certain pictures that would really work in this kind of light with the rain and bits and pieces like that, but they're not the ones that we're particularly after this time. So like Claire says, the Isle of Skye is absolutely fantastic. I'd put this up there as easy in my top 5 destinations of everywhere we've ever been. But make sure you've got steel wheels. Yeah, so we're just not going to get what we've come up here for at this adventure. We can see the forecast for the next few weeks, so we may as well head south back towards England, taking our time. We're in no rush, so we'll take our time and pick out some locations back there. So yeah, in the meantime, we're at one end of the island and we've got to get back down to the other. So as we make our way south and off the island, the one thing that we do know for certain is that one day we'll be back. We came here for landscape images, and although we've not managed to capture an award-winning shot, we've done much better than that. We've managed to meet up with Claire's old warrant officer and reminisce about our time serving in the armed forces. We were joined for a couple of days by our fellow campervan buddy and great friend, completing a couple of van modifications and exploiting a few local eateries along the way. And lastly, we had the opportunity to meet Liz, one of our subscribers, who kindly invited us both into her lovely home, where we met her sister and friend and enjoyed a fantastic evening out of the storm, followed by a great cup of tea when we returned the following morning. Leaving the Isle of Skye. So in the end, the magnificent Isle of Skye has been magical. But not because of the landscape images this time, but because of the people that we've met here.
Many thanks for watching. If you have enjoyed the video,
please like, subscribe,
leave a comment and we'll get back to you. If you would like to support the channel, please consider buying us a coffee. And if you would like access to our newsletter,
our What 3 Words park ups
and photography locations, join the AVF memberships.
Full details of how to join can be found at buymeacoffee.com/AVFreddie,
or follow the link in this video's description.
Or on our other social media platforms.